Hi, this is Keith Bryant for Global SMT and Packaging at SMTAI 2021, here in person for a live show, and I have a live person beside me. So Jim, you want to talk about your recent acquisition, so I'll just shut up and let you get on with it.
No, my pleasure. Thanks, Keith. So I'm Jim Apfel, the Senior Vice President of BizDev at Naprotek. Naprotek is it's a contract manufacturer in Silicon Valley. Been around for 27 years, and our claim to fame is very high quality, high reliability, and quick term services for folks who are building electronics in highly regulated markets like defense and medical. Our other two big markets happen to be space. Space is one of the fastest growing markets, and then of course semicap equipment market uses our services to build our electronics. So that was the platform that we came into in 2021. We also changed ownerships, which is quite significant. So we're now owned by a private equity company called Edgewater Capital, and they've infused new capital into the company with a growth strategy that we've just set in play. And the biggest news is that we bought Semigen. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Semigen. I'll tell you a little bit about it.
More about them.
So they're in Londonderry, New Hampshire. It's a microelectronics company. They specialize in RF design of highly complex components that also go into the similar markets that we serve. So it was a natural fit between the two companies. They bring us a little extended technology in the field of RF and microwave. Sort of a step up, if you will. We had always been very strong at putting semiconductor parts on boards, if you will, and for what we today call SMT. This adds a level of complexity to the business. So very exciting.
Yeah, and it's, I have to say, first of all, it's a great strategy not to do what a lot of other people have done in this current time, is just take over one of the competitors to take that out and get a bit of market share. You've actually looked at it a little bit more strategically to broaden what you do.
Correct. So again, another part of the business that we're really happy about is it's not quite as affected by supply chain, if you will. So they have a lot of their own raw material. They can build their own components. So we're leveraging a little of that into the business as well. So very complementary.
Yeah, and given the current climate for supply chain, then it's a very, very wise move.
Yeah, as you're familiar. So board houses now are spending over half their time chasing parts. That's one of the biggest challenges. Yeah. It's finding them, it's purchasing them, and putting them on boards and getting them out the door.
And you guys are really in the strongest, let's say, growing high-end markets as well. I mean, space always, I've been around 25 years, and space always used to be a very small, we're building 3 or 5, and next year we might build a few more, and the way the space business has changed in the last few years is, for me, absolutely amazing, and for you guys, it must be rubbing your hands together.
So I'll date myself a little bit. So I worked on the original GPS satellite years and years ago for Rockwell, and you're right. There was no constellation. We put the birds up in the air. Now you're seeing people going up into space, well, probably monthly, but it will grow from monthly to weekly to, believe it or not, almost daily. So very good market, and we're happy to be part of that.
Yeah. So any other plans to grow further in the future you can share, either internally or by acquisition?
So the strategy for the company is to grow where it makes sense, right? So right now we've placed our bet on high value, high reliability SMT, complementary with microelectronics. There is a market in between, what we call hybrid, where you build the base board and then you send it, for example, from Naprotek to Semigen to populate some of the microelectronics, and that completed assembly, sometimes known as an IMA, is a market that we plan to explore even deeper. That way you can get one solution from both of our business units, if you will.
Yeah.
And if you think about that, there are some missing pieces of the puzzle that we'd like to pull together, but that's for maybe another time.
That's to talk about when we're all back here in person next year.
Yeah, happy to come back.
Okay, well, thank you very much for coming in and sharing with us, Jim. And it's really nice to hear somebody with a very good expansion strategy.
Thanks, my pleasure. Good.